meaningful. American boxer Floyd Mayweather is one such icon. One of the best pound-for-pound fighters in history, he has won championships across the 5 weight divisions. He is currently undefeated. This is his story.
Mom used to always tell me, Floyd, you're special.
Floyd Mayweather was born Floyd Joy Sinclair on February the 24th, 1977, in Grand Rapids, Michigan, into a family of boxers. Boxing has been a part of his childhood. His father, Floyd Mayweather Sr., is a former welterweight contender. His uncles, Jeff and Roger Mayweather, were professional boxers as well. Floyd started learning the art of boxing when he was a toddler and got his first boxing gloves when he turned 7. Floyd was born with his mother's last name, but at age 11, he changed it to Mayweather. Floyd's family life was far from normal. His father had a violent temper and faced dangers as a drug dealer. His mother also dealt with substance abuse issues. When his father was incarcerated, Floyd was sent to live with his grandmother. As his father was serving time for illegal drug trafficking, Floyd put all of his energy into boxing and dropped out of high school. He found himself without a father and a coach. His uncle Roger took over the training. Reflecting on those years, Floyd says, "I basically raised myself. I knew that I was going to have to try to take care of my mum, and I made the decision that school wasn't that important at that time, and I was going to have to box to earn a living." 16 was a transformative year for Floyd. He won the National Golden Gloves Championship in 1993 at 106 pounds. He said it was boxing that helped him get through his troubles.
First, I want to thank the good man upstairs for giving me this opportunity to win the national championship. And second of all, I want to thank my friends.
He said, "No matter how late I stayed up, I got to that gym, and there was nothing better in the world than going to the boxing gym." During his early career, he was known as the pretty boy due to his unmarked face and good looks. With his fast and precise style, he won the National Golden Gloves competition in 1993, 1994, and 1996 before entering the Atlanta Olympics as a featherweight. Many believed that he deserved the decision over the fight with his Bulgarian opponent at the Olympics, but despite furious protests from the USA camp, he had to settle for the bronze medal. He said, "I think I already proved that I wasn't just fighting for the money, because I fought as an amateur. I fought 90 fights for free."
I think that, I don't really want to say I won a bronze medal. I think it's best to say I received a bronze medal, because you can't win a bronze if you lost.
He turned professional on October the 11th, 1996, and in his first fight, he knocked out Roberto Apicada in the second round. Fighting as a professional saw Floyd 17 record wins, culminating in his 1998 victory over Gennaro Hernandez to capture his first world title, the WBC Super Featherweight Championship. Floyd defended that title 8 times and then moved up to the WBC Lightweight 135 pounds division.
To be undisputed champion, you have to have 3 or more belts.
Right.
Not all 4. 3 or 4 of the organization.
He won that title by defeating the defending champion, Jose Luis Castillo. Floyd defended that title 3 times. His victory against Philip Ndu set the scene for another change of division to super lightweight in 2004. Floyd took the WBC super lightweight title from Arturo Gatti on June the 25th, 2005 in a contest that was also his first lucrative pay-per-view experience. His success grew at a high rate as he reached new milestones, which set him up as one of the all-time greats in the sport. Floyd fought and beat Shambar Mitchell on November the 19th, 2005 to make his welterweight start at 147 pounds. In his second welterweight match, he snagged his 4th championship, taking the IBF welterweight title from Zab Judah in April 2006. Floyd continued to win at an astonishing rate and remained unbeaten in 36 professional contests in 2006. In 2007, Floyd defeated Oscar de la Hoya for the WBC Super Welterweight crown. With his drive and skill, Floyd became one of the most polarizing figures in the sports and boxing industry, with an HBO documentary made over him 24/7, which led to a new pay-per-view and live gate records. He said, "My goal has always been to be one of the best fighters who ever lived." In 2010, he was the third highest paid American athlete, with income of more than $60 million for the year. Floyd stunned the sports world when he announced his retirement after defeating Ricky Hatton in late 2007. He returned in September 2009 and won against Juan Manuel Marquez. 8 months later, he won over Shane Mosley. In May 2013, he made headlines by winning against Robert Guerrero at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, taking the WBC welterweight title. That fight bumped Floyd's record to an undefeated 44-0. Floyd agreed to fight 8-division champion Manny Pacquiao at the MGM Grand Garden Arena on May 2nd, 2015. It was called the Fight of the Century. Floyd won and retained his perfect record. He walked away with $250 million for that fight. In 2016, he clutched 3 Guinness World Records. 1 for most bouts undefeated by a world champion boxer in a career, 2nd for highest career pay-per-view sales for a boxer, and 3rd for the most expensive boxing championship belt of $1 million. It's easy to see where he got his nickname Money. Not only is he a boxing champion, but he is also a pay-per-view champion. For his pay-per-view history, he has generated 24 million buys. He has raked in $1.7 billion in revenue. In 2017, after winning against McGregor at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, he took his record up to 50 wins and 0 losses, and he took home $300 million. Not bad for a night's work. Floyd retired once again, and unless he decides to unretire once again for another huge payday, we've seen the last of him as a boxer. In 2019, Forbes magazine named Floyd the highest paid athlete of the decade. As of 2020, his net worth is $505 million. Being a world-class boxing champion and now a promoter, his total earnings top $1.1 billion. He is widely seen as a symbol for success, sheer hard will, and strength. He is also known for his quick temper and rapidly changing moods, but despite it all, he is a stunning fighter. Richard Hoffer, writing in Sports Illustrated, said, "He drives us crazy with his various feuds and civil disturbances, yet he remains stubbornly dedicated to the sport. The one guy taking on all corners, winning always." While the boxer never married, he is a father to 4 children, and despite multiple charges of domestic abuse, he is known to be a loving and responsible father. Floyd finds plenty of lavish and extravagant ways to live up to his nickname, Money. He said, "Some pay to see me win, some pay to see me lose, but they all pay." From a $25 million mansion to private jets, to $1,000 haircuts, bling jewelry, and a $50,000 diamond case for his iPod, he knows how to spend it. He wears an $18 million watch called the Billionaire. He has a cinema, a wine cellar stacked with his expensive rare wines, a self-serve candy shop at his $25 million LA mansion. He has a second mansion in Las Vegas and a third one in Miami. He is believed to own 3 private jets, including Air Mayweather. The $100 million Gulfstream G650 can seat around 14 people, and he bought it as a birthday gift for himself in 2018. He has a collection of luxury cars, and in 2015, he bought a $4.7 million ultra-rare supercar. He once told ESPN that he had cars worth $20 million. He posted his $5.3 million spending spree at a Beverly Hills jewelry store on his Instagram. His life story is a reflection of resolute determination and hard work. These are a few of his motivational quotes. "I believe in my skills and my talent. If nobody believes in Floyd Mayweather, I believe in me. I just have the will to win at life. Showing is better than telling. To be the best, you have to work overtime. Tough times don't last, but tough people always do." Please comment, share, like, and subscribe for more awesome videos.